Hello, it's Alan here from Man at YouTube. I'll be doing a tutorial on how to hand paint with enamel. This will be using the Tamiya brand, but the same rules apply to other hobby brands as well. Enamel was the choice of paint when the hobby was new, but due to its lead content and other safety factors, people started turning to acrylics. Though hands down its biggest advantage is its very tough coat in being scratch or damage resistant, thus making people still wanting to use it, and being very forgiving with how thin you can thin it down, and being excellent for washes. Later on it's been reformulated so it's not as dangerous, but the fumes are still a bit whiffy. Enamel's biggest disadvantage is its drying time. Once applied by airbrush or hand painting, you shouldn't be touching it for 2 to 3 days. Also, preparation with thinner and mixing it needs to be very thorough or it might never dry, period. But due to its drying time is a really good advantage for hand painting. Because it takes a while to dry with thinner in it, it's going to level itself out over time and remove any streaks that might be there from the brush. With these basic tips, anyone of any skill level or equipment should be able to get an excellent finish following this advice. Equipment I'm using is very cheap and easy to find. The brand of enamel paint, thinner, which can be white spirits, the brand that comes with it, Tamiya, lighter fluid, or turpentine. Note, turpentine can dry longer and can have a greasy finish, so only reserve as a brush cleaner. A range of well-kept brushes, and a tin. I will be painting the Shah's Zaku 2. It's been primed in a lacquer grey for a uniformed finish and maximum paint grip. First, we want to stir the pot. Do this for a few minutes to make sure it's absolutely well mixed. Place in a tin or container or pallet and add 50-50 thinner of choice. Rig your model up so you won't be touching it by hand and all surfaces can be painted, and mix the solution of thinner and paint ready for brushing. To cover a large area is very easy. Just brush it across, not worrying about anything, getting an even coat. It's going to look very dull and translucent, showing the primer underneath. Do not worry about this. Allow approximately 3 hours to half a day to dry. If you apply too much paint and it's pooling, make sure to remove while wet. Now to the biggest secret of an amazing finish is patience. Once you apply a coat, you wait about half a day to dry and you put another one on. Keep repeating this and the pigments will very evenly layer on top of each other for an ideal and vibrant colour. Once fully finished, then top coat. For smaller detail, it's even easier than this. You're able to use a small and well kept tip brush and use the paint straight out of the jar, making sure to be very neat and keeping in between the lines. If you do make a mistake, wipe up immediately because repairing it afterwards can be extremely difficult. Of course, allowing ample time to dry before you get your hands anywhere near the actual surface. Once you're happy with your finish and you've done your decals and whatnot, put a acrylic top coat on. Sometimes enamels can be a bit sticky and attract fingerprints and dust. It may not properly fully cure, even if you give the absolute maximum time. After so, you get a well protected and nice looking and strong finished model. Even though this particular model is the size of a miniature, this technique can be applied to much larger surfaces, still with a streak-free and very even finish. The trick is the more layers or the thinner the paint, the less likely it's going to streak, as long as it's not pulling paint anywhere, and also allowing maximum time to dry in between coats. This might mean you might have to have a painting set up on a desk somewhere for a few days to a week, but the finish always is very rewarding. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I hope this tutorial has been very helpful, as I've gotten a few requests to do this. Catch you guys later.